Hey guys, so I know I said PS3 games for like the next billion years, but I found a game that I wanted to interject in between my PS3 games, so I'll get some PS3 games coming up, at least one more next week. But this week is dedicated to probably one of the biggest science fiction franchises ever, and of course I'm talking about Star Trek. Star Trek Online is coming out in a few days, and the open beta kicked off, and I got myself an invite into the open beta, and I've been playing it, and I figured since I'd been playing it, you guys might want to know what I think of it. So that's what I was going to do. I was going to tell you what I thought of Star Trek Online. Now, I don't think I have to tell you that as a nerd with a frayed afro, I'm a big fan of Star Trek. I mean, I used to dress as Star Trek characters for Halloween. So as you can see, I'm a pretty dedicated Trekker. So here's my opinion of Star Trek Online. Star Trek Online is the new massively multiplayer online role-playing game from Cryptic Studios, the same people who made Champions Online. In the open beta build, you only have access to the Federation, and then once you hit level 6, you get access to the Klingon Empire. Each of the factions has a couple of different races you can choose from, but you also have the ability to create a custom alien race of your choosing. Much like Champions Online, customization is a big part of this game. You customize the equipment on your ship, you customize the look of your ship, you customize your crew and what they look like and what they can carry. Now obviously Captain Duke Skyclogger of the USS Sentry Pigeon needs some really big-breasted Andarian women on his crew. The game essentially breaks down into two forms of combat. There's the on-foot section where you're either by yourself or with your AI-controlled away team, and then there's also the ship-to-ship combat. Neither one strays too far from what you would expect from a traditional MMO. The core of the game involves you as the captain of your ship going out and completing missions. Obviously a lot of the missions involve going to fight the Klingons in a giant space battle, but there is a lot of variety to them. Sometimes you're just doing mundane things like scanning asteroids or solving mining disputes. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because that's what Star Trek was about. Some of the best episodes are the ones where nobody fired a weapon at all, except Greedo, who shot first. In both the on-foot and in the space battles, there's a variety of different kinds of weapons that you can use. But overall, the combat is pretty simple. The on-foot stuff, you run in, hit 1 and 2, roll to the side occasionally, and in space you hit 1 or 2 and turn your shield so that they don't kill you. Despite that though, I actually had a lot of fun playing it. The game really works hard to encapsulate what was good about Star Trek, and it makes it feel like you're playing Star Trek. In terms of just MMOs, I think there are probably better ones out there, but if you're a really big Star Trek fan and you're looking for something that really just encapsulates what's great about Star Trek, then you might want to pick this up, but it's definitely not for everyone. I don't think I'll be getting it, but if you're like a die-hard Trek fan that has everything that's Trek, maybe this is the game you've been waiting for your entire life. So there you have it. Star Trek Online is a ton of fun. I think you'll enjoy it. I mean, it's kind of, the combat's slow, but that's kind of traditional Star Trek. I can't really breathe in this thing right now, so it's making this very hard. But if you're gonna go out and get it, I don't know. It had a lot of problems, but despite that, I actually had a lot of fun with it. So anyways, if you're looking for a new game, I would suggest maybe, looking somewhere else. But if you're a die-hard Trek fan, I would definitely go pick this up.